Mike, could you tell us a little bit about your role at the Academy?
Yeah, so I'm Academy Head of Coaching, and the role covers basically a lot of things to do with player development. So creating a curriculum which is going to push, challenge and extend the players, and then also creating a games programme which is the same, going to push, challenge and extend the players, and then also supporting the coaching staff that we've got in terms of if they're on a qualification, supporting them through that qualification, and also just trying to embed the things that we want to do as a club, what we want a football player at Stockport County Academy to look like. We want to have the groups also aligned to play the same all the way through, so you can really see Stockport County identity within that. So yeah, it's embedding a lot of information but working with a lot of different people day to day.
The Academy's been up and running for almost 2 years now. Just how much has the coaching setup developed during that period?
Yeah, there's been big growth in terms of how many staff we have. They started with Damo, Rainsy, Lordy, myself, and now we've grown to around 20 coaching staff. So the growth in terms of the staffing has been big. The growth in terms of the programme as well has been really good. So since we started 2 years ago, we've really embedded a real clear identity from first team all the way through to our under nines, which is hopefully clear to see on a match day and when you're watching a training session. But the coaching itself is at a complete different level now. It's really good provision, which is not only football that the boys are provided with, they're provided with nutrition support, strength and conditioning support, psychology support. There's a whole host of different things that the boys get with us, so the provision is at the moment of a real high quality.
Since the start of last season, we've seen a number of scholars feature for the first team. Just how does that feel from a coaching perspective?
Yes, really pleasing. I think it's what we're all here for. We want to produce a player that plays for Stockport County's first team regularly. We've obviously gone for a period where we've set the academy up, embedded everything, developed a programme which pushes players. So to see the players coming out of our system so quick really is really pleasing. And I think it's not only us that we have to really work closely with to have success within that. I think it's been great. The first team staff are really open to having young players at training, and as we've seen, involving them in match days as well.
Our under-14 side recently travelled to Italy to compete in the Fattori Donna Giulia Cup. Just what can the players and the coaches take from the trip? What experiences can they take?
Yeah, so it's a new experience for everyone at the academy. First trip we've been on as a group. We actually went and played our under-14s a year up against under-15s, so it was a real tough experience in terms of the football. It was very physical, really, I suppose, going into the unknown a little bit. So the things we learned was, one, it was a great opportunity to learn about the players in a real sort of compressed environment where we're around each other for 4 or 5 days. But also a real good learning opportunity to see how the boys cope in a real challenging environment. So it was important that us as staff were real clear on how we were going to support them between games. So before dinner we'd do post-game analysis. Before we go to a game there'd be pre-match analysis, and on the actual specific game when we played we're pretty clear in our roles of how we were going to support. So it was good to get the first trip done, reflect on that and get ready for the next trip which is coming up.
What are the goals for the academy for next season and beyond?
Yeah, so the goal is to transport players to the first team, simple as that. And I think what we're here to do is to facilitate that, to give the boys some real good experiences along the way, to really enhance the provision they're getting in terms of training and games. So the plan will be to continue what we started and really look to try and push the boys over the next few years to, as I said, transport them into that first team environment.